In the bottom left, playing Vesper, we have Spotyus versus Miki playing Emeric. So, Vesper, a bit of a rare sight. She's been banned a lot this event. Going up against Emeric, who's generally regarded as just a solid commander to play. So we're going to see how well Emeric does in this matchup. He does have some really nice strengths actually. He could definitely put his crystal down on this part of the map and force engagements, push into the enemy stronghold potentially, or just like attack elsewhere. So we'll see how well Miki does. And Miki seems to have a good understanding of this early game. Gets that mage, goes for that capture, gets the thief before... Ooh, gets the thief well before Spotyus, so it's going to be a big economic advantage. Okay, and what's Miki going to do now? Vesper's pretty threatening, so we're not going to see this village get captured. Already has the heal on Vesper. That stronghold though is under quite a bit of pressure, so... And as chat is pointing out, cavalry's out earlier for Spotyus. And Miki doesn't really have much in the way to defend against that. And because Vesper is on such a big health lead compared to Emeric. Ooh, gets the roll on the mage, so that's one good thing coming up for Miki. Injures the sword? Okay. Harpy comes out, I like this. Gonna deal with the cavalry in a nice place where the mage... Ooh, actually that Harpy could just go and hit that knight. Spotyus has center control and is honestly like got a nice economic lead. So even though this thief came out earlier for Miki, it's not gonna be quite as important as... That's big. Very big. The Harpy's gonna go down, but the knight is also gonna potentially take some damage. Miki, although... Even though the Harpy did really well against this knight, the knight could just heal up actually. And that's what the knight's gonna do, and then all of a sudden... Oh well, like... What can happen here? Let's take a look. So... I think this is an okay maneuver from Spotyus. The archer could hit the commander pretty hard, and then Emeric could come in and hit. I think that's what we're going to see, yeah. So Emeric, ooh, gets a nice big lead there. Ooh, but you're putting dogs in range of a Harpy, and there's no reason to put this dog here. Bit of a misplay, I think. Alright, let's look at Spotyus. Heals the knight again. That mage doing some damage. And taking some damage too. Actually getting overrun on this side, and that knight has a crit lined up on the stronghold, so Emeric is going to have to pull back. Otherwise he faces losing his strongholds. Damn, this mage really tanking a lot of damage down in this bottom side. Can't afford to do so, and it's actually just going to kill a lot of stuff, so... One dog getting injured, another dog getting killed. It's pretty good. Mage walks back. Swords, can't really do anything. Honestly, might have just been worth throwing it into the mage just for the damage. The spear blocking the knight is actually quite a nice move. Ooh, that mage is going to go down and only taking a little bit of damage on the knight for it. Spotyus is really winning on this top left side. And has a slight lead on these corners, so doing quite well in the economy as well. Ooh, that's a fair chunk of damage on the stronghold. And actually, at this point, this might just be dead. There's nothing that can stop the Harpy from hitting next turn. There's a dragon as well, so yeah, we're not going to see any further pushes. Oh, and I think the stronghold's dead. Obviously, like, spears are going to come in and clear out some of these dogs. But the knight can wrap around. Ooh, damages the crystal. Yeah, this knight could go around. This Harpy could definitely hit the stronghold again. Decides to just kill units with his army instead of finishing the strongholds. Yeah, I mean, the stronghold's a bit of a risky play as well to go for it. Might not kill. We're just gonna put some pressure on. What will Miki do? I don't know about this. This is, I think, a bit of a misplay. Ooh, and this mage is going to be able to one-shot one of those spears. Quite a big deal too. Well, actually, I guess the mage is going to want to kill the harpy instead, so maybe that's not such a bad play. Ooh, but the dragon gonna do so much damage, and Knight crit comes through. And well played the Spotyus. Really winning the fights on those corners, winning the fight in the center as well. And Miki fortunately goes down. But that was well fought. And given the fact that Spotyus is like one of the best players in the community, someone coming in and putting on that much of a fight, that's pretty good. Especially, yeah, for their first event, like going up against one of the better players in the community. This is a decent result. Even though it's a loss, like, there's stuff to learn from here, so. Good stuff to Miki.